Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
You sick?
Yeah, I got something on the trip.
I think everybody did. Thanksgiving was great. I think, me being from Cincinnati, it's a lot easier. I know, when you're away from home, it sort of becomes your second family. But everybody had a place to go on our team, and the few that didn't, they came over to the house, and it was a good Thanksgiving. We had a great practice in the morning, and looking forward to Wofford.
So the guys coming back from the big trip, I mean, is there any kind of is it good that there's a holiday here, they have a little downtime, even though you had practice, just to kind of get their bearings again before they play home?
Yeah, we gave them, Tuesday was a travel day, and then, so we certainly didn't practice, and then Wednesday gave them an off day, and, some coaches might not do that, but I just think for a team that, isn't playing a lot of players, 3 games in 4 days, my bigger concern is being fresh towards the end of the year. And so we had a good hard practice yesterday, another one today, and I think the guys will be energized and ready to go tomorrow against a very good Wofford team.
What's the takeaway after playing those 3 games in 4 days at the Paradise Jam?
Well, I was pleased with our progress. Again, you never feel like you're there as a coach, like it's a finalized product. But I really liked the way we performed. I thought going down there, not a lot of people gave us a chance to win 1 or 2 games, and we had a chance to win a championship. 4 minutes left, it's tied, and sort of going back and forth. And we lost to a really, really good NCAA type tournament team. So, but again, we're going to play those teams on our schedule. We have to continue to improve, and I think our team's on the right track.
The zone defense that we saw in the last game, are you going to be turning more to that just because of the depth issues? That something we'll see more of?
I would like to be a team that plays more players rather than plays more zone. And that's something that our players have been taught from the beginning of practice. Our man-to-man principles and what we do defensively. And I think that's something that we're going to continue to do. So if we play zone, it'll be more of a curveball than it will be, changing defenses. Again, that's not who we are at our core, and I don't want to change that.
Why is Wofford good? You talk about how good they are. What makes them good?
Well, number one, they're a senior-laden team. They really share the ball. They're perimeter players that really know how to drive, kick, and space the floor and find one another. And then, although their posts are undersized, they're very effective. They know how to get angles, they know how to seal you, head and shoulder fakes, get guys in the air, get to the foul line. And they just have a chemistry that you can't get in a year or two. It's sort of gained over 3 or 4 years of experience of playing with one another. And they're very well coached, so they run their stuff extremely well. I think that's all the reason to really respect them coming in.
Defensively, how important is it going to be for you guys to be focused? Because Wofford seems like one of those teams that wait for you to make a mistake. They get you on just very simple things, pick the pickers, backdoor cuts, things like that.
It's really important to be on it defensively. They're going to put you in the grinder. They're going to make you guard several actions. They'll take an open shot early in the shot clock if it presents itself, and they're not Princeton-esque. But they're a disciplined team, so our players know that, but I don't think we've lacked any energy on the defensive end from day one. We might be stumbling and bumbling at times on the offensive end, but I think our kids are giving great effort defensively, and we've got to continue to do that if we want to be a good team.
How key is it for maybe your guards to be on their toes for rebounds with a lot of these long shots? 2 3-pointers are going to be long rebounds. Everybody's
got to be on their toes for us to be a good rebounding team. We have not been to this point. It's something that's being stressed every single day in practice. It's got to be stressed more. I've got to do a better job getting that across to them. Because if we want to be the team that I think we're capable of being, then you can't just stop people defensively and not get the rebound. You got to finish the possession. Is it not boxing out? Is it just the tips going back and forth? A little bit of everything. A little bit of guys not doing their job, finishing their block out, guys forgetting the block out, sometimes being out-toughed, sometimes not being scrappy enough to get the one that's below your knees, somebody else coming away with it. We learned that against Western Michigan. So I think it's a combination of things. Overall, just a mentality that, we're here, we're going to be a better defensive rebounding team. We haven't been a poor defensive rebounding team, but we've been a very poor offensive rebounding team. That's what I think our mentality has to be.